Hello all, welcome to Dotnet with Sikhen, and our today's topic is typecasting. So what is typecasting? Typecasting means conversion from one data type to another is called typecasting. And based on this, there are two types of typecasting. One is the implicit and another is the explicit. So let's talk about implicit first. So implicit typecasting is conversion from lower size data type to the higher size data type. For example, integral to integral or floating point to floating point, or it could be from integral to floating point. Here you can see one example like short, and then the variable name is short value, and we have stored one value, and I want to convert this short value into integer. So what I will do here, I will take int and then the variable name and is equal to short value. So this is called implicit because here the short value is the lower data size and we are converting it into higher one, that is the integer one. So this is called implicit typecasting. And let's see about the explicit one. So explicit typecasting is conversion from higher size data type to the lower size data type, like integral to integral or floating point to floating point or floating point to integral. So here you can see there is a integer value 3443 and I want to convert it into short. So basically I am converting it from higher data type value to the lower data type value. So here short value is equal to int value, right? And then we need to typecast it explicit. So we need to provide this short data type in parentheses before this variable name. So this is called explicit typecasting. Now let's move to the another typecasting, and that is called boxing and unboxing. So what exactly boxing is? So boxing means conversion from value type to reference type is called boxing. So integral to string, or it could be double to object, etc. Now here you can see the example. I have taken one integer value 3433 and I want to convert it into object value. So object value is equal to int value. So this is implicit, but this is called boxing because we are converting value type to reference type. And what about the unboxing, the next one? So what is this? So it is the reverse process of boxing. So conversion from reference type to value type is called unboxing. For example, object to integer or string to double, etc. And here you can see I have taken one string here, that is the string num, and I want to convert it into integer, right? So I have taken one integer variable int num and I want to convert it into integer. So this string num gets converted into integer, and that is called explicit. So this process is called unboxing because I am converting from reference type to value type. Let's see in action. Yes, now here I have already taken for the first part of the conversion implicit and explicit one. So here you can see converting from integral to integral. So here short is the integral part, or you can say the integral type, right? Short. So here there is a short 32,767 is the value, and I want to convert it into integer. So this is called implicit conversion from short to int, right? Lower data type size to the higher data type size. And here again, if I want to convert this integer to short, so let's say I'm writing short num is equal to int num, but before that I need to provide the lower data type, right? So in parentheses. So this is called explicit conversion from int to short. And in the same way we can have like converting from integral to floating point type. So here the integer value int value equal to 42, and I want to convert it into floating point. So I can write float value equal to int value. So this is again implicit conversion from int to float, and integral to floating point number. And again you can convert it explicitly. So if you want to convert it back into integer, then you can take a variable like int from float, and here float value is we have 42, so it will be get converted into integer here, and it will assign it into this integer value. So this is called explicit conversion from float to int. Now here we have higher number. For example, I want to convert long, which is the integral number, and into floating point number, right? So you can store very big number here, and you know, like in floating point number, you can store this long into floating point, so integral to floating point, and this is called implicit conversion from long to float, and the reverse process. For example, if you want to convert from float to long, then again you can provide the lower typecast or data type here in parentheses, right? Let's run it and see in the debug mode. So I have put one debugger here, that is the debugger point, and then if I run it here, then it will hit this place first. Okay, now you can move one by one. So here the value of num is 32767, and if I move to the next one, then again I have the value int num is 32767. Implicit conversion is there, and here again explicit conversion is there, you can see, right? So this is the another variable short, and I have converted it enum into integer into short value, and similarly we have converting from integral to floating point here also. Now you can see, so this one integer is the integer value, int value is the integer value, and here float value is I have converted it into floating point value. Okay. So in the same way you can convert floating point back integer back into floating point value, this one back into integer. So you have to put int here, and let's see, this one is the very big number, long number, right? And then I want to convert it into floating point number. So you know, like in floating point we have 7-digit precision. So if you convert this big number into floating point number, then you can see there are 7 digits only, and then we have e to the power 18, right? Positive. So this is the floating point number, and if you want to again convert it into the this long from float variable, then you can see now it is back to the original number, right? So this is the implicit and explicit conversion from one type to another one. Let's move to the another part, and then I'll show you like how the boxing and unboxing work. So let me remove this from here. So I have selected all, and then just press the deleted button, and then now what I need to do here, let's see boxing first. So boxing is what? It is converting from value type to reference type. So let's say I'm writing int num equal to 42. This is the integer value type, and I want to convert into object, right? So I can write like box num is equal to num. So this is called boxing. So you have converted this integer into object here, and in the same way, let's say unboxing, right? So in unboxing, what I need to do, let's say I'm taking one string value, string, let's say num is equal to some number, for example 1 2 3, okay, and then so it is compiling like num. Okay, num is already there, so num, maybe I can take it num string. Okay, so this is the string variable, and I want to convert it into integer, right? So integer, and maybe some value like val is equal to, and then I can convert it into this. So int dot parse, okay, there is a function parse, and then you can put the string value here or string variable, and then it will convert it into value. So that is called unboxing. There are another flavor of this. For example, integer val2 is equal to, I can write convert dot to int32 and then num of string. So in this way also you can convert this string into integer. So this is called unboxing, because this string is a reference type and integer is a value type. So when we are converting from reference type to value type, that is called unboxing. So yeah, I hope you understood the concept, what exactly the boxing, unboxing, and implicit and explicit typecasting. So yes, that's it for today, and have a great day. Let's meet on the next video. Thank you guys. Bye.